Greetings everyone and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, beaming out to you from Little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia, where the sun is shining and the birds are singing and the surf is up. Joined today by Gert Mellak. Gert, g'day sir, warm welcome from down under. Where are you hanging out?
I'm based in Madrid. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're very welcome, sir. Thank you for accepting the invitation. For those of you who don't know Gert, he's the founder of SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, leverage.com, SEOleverage.com, where he helps e-commerce and other online businesses to achieve consistent SEO results, which basically means people searching for what you do can find you pretty easily on Google. I'm sure I've oversimplified that horrendously, Gert, but for our audience, that sort of provides something of a framework. So the title, folks, is How to Get Consistent SEO Results by Applying the Erica framework. And Gert's going to tell us how to do that in just 7 minutes. Gert, our time starts now. Question number one, sir, who is your ideal client?
We very often work with coaches, course creators, Shopify sites, e-commerce sites in order to help them drive traffic to their website and essentially get leads and sales.
So it sounds like online services, online products.
Online businesses, online services. Mostly we do some offline and local SEO as well for local businesses, because very often a big part of the searches on Google have a local intent. So this is more than half usually. So whatever you search very often has an intent of going to an establishment, going to a location, and then taking action there physically.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir. So question number two is, and 6.5 minutes left still, what's the problem you solve? How do you define that?
I think the problem we solve is to make sure that people can discover your brand in the right moment. So when people go to search engines, they're in a certain mindset. They have set aside some time, not like on social media where they just have disruptive marketing, but on search, they really go to Google because they have now a couple of minutes to search for something and find an answer, find a solution. And we help solve the problem to put your brand in front of them in the right moment. And there are different stages of the funnel where they need to find your brand in different contexts, answering different kinds of questions.
And a lot of different people could be in different stages of the buying journey, so to speak. So tell us question number three, 5.5 minutes left. What are some of the typical symptoms that people might be experiencing that'll kind of give them a heads up that they should be finding out more about what you do?
Definitely a loss in rankings. People tell us all the time that they used to rank for something and they don't rank for it anymore. And this is just really based on growing competition, Google changing every single day. You need to be consistently doing the right things here in order to stay on top. So definitely rankings drop is one of the symptoms. The phone not ringing is one of the symptoms. I remember one of my internal projects where the phone suddenly stopped ringing because we lost page one. So just losing traction in your business can be related to how you're positioned on Google. So this is where you really want to check this out.
Okay, so question number four, and we've got almost 5 minutes left. What are some of the common mistakes that people make when they're trying to alleviate those symptoms and solve the problem? So these are things that people, when you get them as clients, they would have said, you know, I tried this and it didn't work. I tried that and it didn't work. What are you hearing that people are trying that's just flat out not working?
I think there are multiple things. So first of all, they focus on the wrong things. I'm just having right now an audit with a client who has been creating content really every week. They created like a couple of articles over many years. They now have 600 articles they can throw away. They're not worth anything. So people focus on the wrong things because they heard somewhere that it's good to have fresh content.
Right.
And they thought, yeah, I'm going to make 2 a week. It is always fresh. Like if this was a fruit stand, right? You pile up a list of useless content, you push it out on social media, you might even get social media feedback, but content isn't created equal. So content for social media is not the same as content for search engines.
Wow.
And then fresh content doesn't mean new content. It also means going back to old content and making it fresh, keeping it fresh, updating it, changing it, adding a video, adding an infographic, getting some links, linking out to someone. So there's a lot of work with existing content where the time is better employed than creating new content and just adding to the list. This is definitely one of the main mistakes. So people, summing up, focus on the wrong things. People focus on the wrong things, meaning there are 200 things you can do that are technically good for SEO.
Right.
And I can eat an apple every day, but I'm not going to lose weight, right? It's probably good for my health, but I'm not going to lose weight. I need to do quite a series of things in order to achieve my goal, and the same with SEO. So we try with the ERICA framework, we developed it because it makes sure that we focus on the right things on a consistent basis. Okay, so not having a proven framework is definitely another mistake.
A big mistake. So let's maybe dive a little bit into the ERICA framework if it fits. 2.5 minutes left. I want you to talk about one action that someone could take who's listening to this. Not going to solve their whole SEO problem, but it's going to take them a step in the right direction. Could be a key tip within the ERICA framework.
Yeah, definitely. Key tip is the E in ERICA stands for evolution. You want to know where you are. And you can sign up for free to Google Search Console, which gives you access to data only Google has about your searches. So you see for which queries do you come up, how do people find your search results right now, how many people click on your search results, its click-through rate, how many impressions, very similar to what people might know from Facebook ads, where you get how many impressions, how many clicks, click-through rate. You can have the same on Google for free. You can type in Google Search Console into Google, sign up, authenticate your website there, and you get access to this information. This is definitely one of the first steps, I think, in the right direction to get some awareness and know what the evolution of the site has been lately.
Terrific free action folks can take. So Google Console, find out what's happening. Question 6, because this is a very short interview, we want to give people a whole lot more value. Where can they go to find out more about the ERICA framework?
Definitely over at seoleverage.com/book. There's a free book. We also have it available on Amazon if you prefer to read it on a Kindle, but you can get it for free as a PDF on our website, seoleverage.com/book. We explain the framework, we explain our approach to SEO and how this translates to consistent results.
Yeah, and I've had a look at that. It's comprehensive, folks. You want to grab it, you could buy it on Amazon, but you can get it for free at seoleverage.com/book. 1 minute left. Gert, what's the one question I should have asked you but didn't? And the answer, please.
We kind of touched upon it, I think, but definitely people ask me, why does SEO not be something consistent, right? Why don't I get consistent SEO results? And the answer is really because they do SEO on and off. They don't have a guidance. It's like me going to the gym 4 times a year and not getting results. Probably not, because I'm not doing it consistently. Once you have someone who guides you based on a framework through a process, it's like following the process and you get the results. It's immediate. We can see a relation between clients who follow the process consistently and clients who leave it for a month or 2 and are not getting results.
Right.
So consistency is key in SEO as it is in the gym.
Inconsistent in, inconsistent out. Good. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.